Hello, students of 11th class. I am Pardeep Kaul, lecturer in chemistry. I am here with a new topic for you, and today's topic for you is Gay-Lussac law. As the name suggests, this law was given by a scientist whose name is Joseph Louis Gay-Lussac. In this law, Gay-Lussac gave a relationship between the pressure and the temperature. He gave a relationship between pressure and temperature. According to this law, if the volume of a given mass of a gas is kept constant, then pressure is directly proportional to its temperature. So, as per the statement of this law, volume of a given mass of a gas, if kept constant, then the pressure is directly proportional to temperature. Mathematically, pressure is directly proportional to temperature, keeping the volume constant. Now, if we further solve this equation, we get pressure is equal to RT, where R is a constant of proportionality. This is known as gas law also. Constant of proportionality known as gas constant. P is the pressure of the gas, and T is temperature in kelvins. This is equation first, if we name it as first. Further solving this equation, we can get this equation like this. Pressure upon temperature is always a constant. So this expression is Gay-Lussac's law. This is mathematical expression for Gay-Lussac's law. P upon T is equal to R. Now, suppose if I have a gas in this container having pressure P1 and temperature T1. This is a gas having pressure P1 and temperature T1. Suppose its pressure is increased to P2, and then its temperature will become T2. If we apply Gay-Lussac's law to this condition, then we will get P1 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon T2 is equal to constant. This is another expression for Gay-Lussac's law. Now, let me take some examples where we will make use of Gay-Lussac's law. Here is an example. A canister of nitrogen gas has a pressure of 2000 psi PSI means pounds per square inch at 20 degrees C. We have a gas whose pressure is 2000 PSI and temperature is 20 degrees C. What will be the pressure of gas if temperature is increased to 25 degrees C? Now, to solve this equation, here in this equation, what we find, nitrogen gas has a pressure of 2000 psi. So pressure is given, that is P1 is given, it is 2000 psi. At 20 degrees C, this is temperature, that is T1 is given. T1 is 20 degrees centigrade. Let us convert it to Kelvin scale. It will be 273 plus 20. That will give us 293 kelvins. Now moving further, what will be the pressure? We have to determine the pressure of the gas if temperature is increased to 25. So temperature, that is T2 is given, it is 25 degrees C. Let us convert it to Kelvin scale. It will be 273 plus 25. That will be 298 kelvins. So P1 is given, T1 is given, T2 is given. What we have to determine? We have to determine P2. So how we can determine P2? We will make use of using Gay-Lussac's law. Using Gay-Lussac's law, P1 upon T1 is equal to P2 upon T2. What we have to determine? We have to determine P2. So P2 will be equal to P1 multiplied by T2 by cross multiplication divided by T1. Now we have to determine P2 rather. P2. So P2 will be equal to, so P2 will be equal to P1 into T2 divided by T1. So putting the values here for P1, P1 is given, P1 is 2000 psi multiplied by T2, T2 is also given, T2 is here 298 Kelvin upon T1, that is 293 kelvins. Kelvin and Kelvin will get cancelled. So if we multiply 2000 by 298 and divide this product by 293, what will we get? We will get 2034 psi. So this will be the pressure. This will be the required pressure. This is one example. Similarly, we can take another example where we can make use of Gay-Lussac's law. Here in this example, at 10 degrees C, a gas exerts 0.95 atmosphere of pressure. At what temperature in degrees Celsius will it exert a pressure of 0.75 atmosphere? Now if we solve this, we are given T1. So T1 is given T1 is 10 degrees C. Let us convert it to Kelvin scale. It will be 273 plus 10. That is, it will be equal to 283 Kelvin. Now we are given pressure, that is P1, 0.95 atmosphere. Also we are given P2. P2 is 0.75 atmosphere. So what is to be determined? P1 is given, P2 is given, T1 is given. we have to determine T2. At what temperature? So we have to determine T2. So we can using Gay-Lussac's law. Gay-Lussac's law, that is P1 by T1 is equal to P2 by T2. What we have to determine? We have to determine T2. So T2 will be equal to, by cross multiplication, it will be equal to P2 into T1 divided by P1. If we further solve this, we will get P2 is given here, that is 0.75 atmosphere into T1 283 Kelvin upon P1 0.95 atmosphere. Atmosphere and atmosphere will get cancelled. What we will do, we will multiply 0.75 by 283 and then we will divide it by 0.95. As a result, we will get 223.54 Kelvin. So this will be the required temperature. Now we will convert this Kelvin into Celsius, because in the problem we were told that we have to find the temperature in degrees Celsius. So let us convert this Kelvin into degrees Celsius. So T2 in degrees Celsius will be equal to 223.54 minus 273.15. If we subtract it, we will get negative 49.6 degrees Celsius. So this will be the required temperature. So these are two examples where we have made use of this Gay-Lussac's law. Now, since we know we have read many these gas laws, like we had a law P is equal to KT, that is which law it is. Then we have V is equal to KT, PV is equal to K. These three laws. This is Boyle's law for you. Then this is Charles' law. So we can combine these laws. We can combine these laws and we get a combined gas law that will be equal to P is equal to KT. Now if we add one more law to it, that is Avogadro's law. As per Avogadro law, we know that volume is directly proportional to number of moles. If we combine these two, we get an ideal gas equation that is equal to PV is equal to NKT or nRT, or for gas constant, or for gas nRT. So this is an equation known as gas equation. This is gas equation or ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation. So this is all for today. Thank you very much.